You gotta hear this. Jason Kelce tells his brother what he said on that epic play when he was screaming. Plus, Nakobe Dean hurt. This time it could be serious, and I don't know if he'll be able to get his spot back from Nicholas Morrows. We also talk about a rumor heating up about Bryce Callahan. Could the Eagles target him for depth at the slot position and top 5 position groups on offense? The Eagles got a RB in there. We also got a wide receiver in there. And last but not least, a quarterback in there who's taking real good care of himself in this bye week that was much needed, as Goku would. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. And today, as always, we got a lot to get into. But before we do that, Eagle Nation, can I ask y'all for a favor? Help your boy out. Smash that like, subscribe if you are new, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell. Muscle Gang, stand up. Notification Gang, I appreciate you. Let's get into it. So as we all know, there was a lot of eyes on the Eagles versus Cowboys game, but over 27 million people tuned in to watch the Cowboys lose to the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the most watched NFL telecast of the season on any network, most watched telecast of any kind on any network since the Super Bowl, and y'all could check out the rest. Speaking of Eagles putting the Cowboys in their place, the clip of Kelce versus the Cowboy when he gripped him up and was yelling in his face was trending for a while. They finally spoke about it. Kelce said what he said to the guy.
It was Jason, you screaming right in that man's face.
Yeah.
Jason, why don't you tell the people what the fuck you were doing?
I actually wasn't screaming. I was laughing as loud as I could in his face.
That's a laugh?
I was going like this. That's exactly what I was doing. Yes.
You were like bringing him closer with everything.
That's what I was doing.
Jesus.
Yeah. That's what I was doing.
You can't make this stuff up. I can't watch that and keep a straight face. Kelce is truly one of a kind. He had his birthday on the Cowboys game. Salute to him. He also got a random drug test. Hey, he's doing it at that age. Why not? But listen, Eagles, Cowboys, Kelce gripping up a guy. I can see where the rumors went around of what he said. I can now kind of see him saying, ha, 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 in the guy's face. It is what it is. We'll see the Cowboys in December. Now, on to some rumors, and I believe this is a really good deal for Howie Roseman to look into. Bleacher Report, Matt Holder offers at least a temporary solution. The NFL analyst believes the former Los Angeles Charger corner Bryce Callahan would be a perfect fit in Philadelphia. We all know that Sidney Brown and Eli Ricks have struggled in the past 2 games, especially in the slot. However, we are getting back Bradley Roby, but with his age and his injury status, who's to say a week or 2 from now we're not dealing with the same thing? We are on a bye week. We should utilize the bye week. I know Jalen Hurts is going to be utilizing the bye week. Shout out to my guy Sideline Eagle on Twitter for putting this up. But yes, I'm a big DBZ fan, and this is Jalen Hurts in the rejuvenation chamber. He needs to get his knee right for the remainder of the season. So the bye week is coming in clutch for the return of Bradley Roby, Jalen Hurts' knee, Dallas Goedert, but why not get it to get a guy familiar with your system as a depth piece in case for future injuries? Callahan coming off a sturdy season in 2022. Here he's matched up with Christian Kirk in the slot, not an easy task, and Trevor Lawrence steps up, and you get a PBU by Bryce Callahan. Nice play. We've seen a lot of slants go for many first downs on the Eagles. So me showing you this play is incentives for you guys to jump on the wagon. He's not going to make or break the secondary, but it's more depth. Eyes on a quarterback and gets it done. Most recently, Callahan had 47 tackles, 6 pass deflections, and a career-high 3 interceptions and 15 appearances, including 11 starts for the Chargers in 2022. The veteran also had previous stops with the Bears and the Broncos. Callahan has the advantage of entering Philly, if signed, with the experience of 56 NFL starts under his belt. Again, Bradley Roby would be the starter. He would only come in if necessary. And again, he was a guy on the back of my mind, and some of y'all talked about prior to us signing Bradley Roby, a veteran who just knows the job, so we're not forced in big-time games if another injury happens with Sidney Brown and or Eli Ricks right now. This is a Super Bowl window, and I'm not saying they can't play, but depth is always good. Plus, he got some versatility. Here you see the arrow pointing at him. He's going to blitz off the edge and get Trevor Lawrence. So it's a guy who's been around the game, can play in the slot, which we really need, stopping the slant. Now, he's not going to stop every single slant, but you see the versatility, us using him on the blitz. A great piece for Sean Desai if necessary. Get him in now while the bye week is here. Yesterday, it was reported by Mike Garafolo that Nakobe Dean will miss time. Who knows exactly how much, but the injury is not nice. It's a Liz Frank. Let's see what he got. Hashtag Eagles LB. Nakobe Dean has been diagnosed with a Liz Frank sprain. Sources tell me and Ian Rappaport. Dean, who called the defensive signals to start the season, will see a foot specialist to determine the course of action, but he's expected to be placed on IR. That's more time missed for Nakobe Dean, and IR means 3 to 4 games minimum. It's just not looking good from this guy staying healthy in the NFL, right? What made him drop to the 3rd round wasn't his play in college. It was the medical sheet, and so far, not good. Now, lucky us, we got Nicholas Morrows, who not only stepped in for Nakobe Dean and didn't let no drop-off, he raised the bar. I'm not saying Nakobe Dean ain't have some good plays since coming back, but Nicholas Morrows and Zach Cunningham, that tandem just looked better, stopping the run and the pass. At the end of the day, if we do see Nicholas Morrows come in for 3 or 4 more weeks and the linebacker play rises, then once he comes back again, you'll be talking about week 12, week 13. We'll be making that push for the playoffs. And so I don't know how much you can just keep pulling Nicholas Morrows back out, especially if he rises to the occasion again. What do you think is going to happen? What do you want to see to happen? At the end of the day, I wish nothing but the best for Nakobe Dean. I still believe in the kid. But listen, we on a Super Bowl contending season. You got to take that into consideration. And as much as Howie Roseman loves to go out and get depth pieces, like he possibly could with Callahan, he also likes to play the guys he drafted. So it's going to be an interesting situation we'll have in a couple weeks. Staying on the defensive side of the ball, Kevin Byard has only played 2 games, and some Eagle fans are ready to say, what's going on with him? I'm going to give him more time, but he has been struggling a little bit. He finally talked after the Cowboys game about the trade itself. He said head coach Mike Vrabel did a great job of being honest with him, kind of understanding the situation about them needing draft picks and things like that. Byard said they made a business move, and that's what it is, a business. The way it did happen, I was blessed to come to a team that's a Super Bowl contender. So again, he's at home on a Super Bowl contender. I'm not willing to write him off due to 2 okay or suspect games. At the end of the day, he needs to get right under Sean Desai's system. Sean Desai himself got to be better at putting people in certain places, and we need this secondary in its totality to stop being a merry-go-round, right? Sign Callahan for GP, and can we get a nice build of health for a couple games straight, including this tough matchup we have against, according to ESPN, all teams that are going to beat us, right? They really said the Niners, the Cowboys, the Bills, and the Chiefs are all going to beat us. I understand it's not being favored for some of these games, but you got to favor us for at least one, no matter how tough it is. You're not losing 4 in a row. We'll see how things shift and change after the Chiefs game, right? We go into that first one, bang, bang, boom. Things are going to change. And if we lose that, we'll see where things go to as well. Now, looking at this Eagles roster, we got 3 players for 3 different positions in the top 5. Put some respect on this offense. Of course, top 5 receiver, A.J. Brown with 1,005 yards, second to only Tyreek Hill. But then we move over to top 5 rushers, where we go down the list to number 3, and we see DeAndre Swift with 614, 1 away from Zach Moss, and a couple away from Christian McCaffrey. Mind you, he didn't play week 1. And last but not least, we move on over to top 5 passing yards, where we look at number 5, Jalen Hurts, 2,347, trailing only Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Sam Howell, and Tua Tagovailoa. I'm not going to lie, I posted it on YouTube community posts and Twitter, and on both sites, someone, an Eagle fan, said the only reason Sam Howell's up there is because half them yards came against our defense.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
It's true. That's why I gotta be better. Lastly, I do want to talk about Carson Wentz, who is the new quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams, but that's not what I want to talk about. There was a video that came out yesterday, I forgot to put it in my video, about that Super Bowl, right? We heard rumors that he wasn't happy after the Super Bowl was won, but watch this video. It looks like he really, really wasn't happy. So it starts with his head down as one of the backup quarterbacks is talking to him. He finally gets up, dabs him up. The sound's off because they're playing "We Are the Champions, my friends," right? He says that right now. He's like shrugging his head, and he just kind of goes to his locker room, looks over seriously, and that's it. Now, again, a lot of speculation for sure, right? But who has their head down for 10, 20 seconds, 5, 10 minutes? On a Super Bowl locker room, "We are the champions, my friends." And the guy who tapped him on the shoulder to wake him up, I think that was I forgot the quarterback's name. Let me know in the comment section, but I think that was Sudfield or something like that. Nate Sudfield, Tankfield, whatever it was called. Dang. Y'all let me know. I'm going to play it one more time. Silent, "We are the champions." And again, I don't know how long his head was down, but this video never surfaced back then. And it's like, come on, bro. Like, I know you were upset you weren't in it, but "We are the champions." That song's playing. You got to be into it. And so I really don't have no malice to him now. I was upset on everything that happened and how he left and all the reports coming out. You know what I mean? He not Jalen Hurts. But man, I couldn't be happier with Jalen Hurts, who, like I said, is right now getting that knee right on some Goku status. He'll be ready to come out this bye week and head down to Kansas City and get it popping. Oh, one last thing, for real, for real. Look at this crazy stat. Trailing at halftime, best single season records since 1948. The 1972 Miami Dolphins trailed at halftime 3 times and went 3-0. The 1998 Minnesota Vikings trailed 3 times and went 3-0. The Philadelphia Eagles 2023 trailed 3 times so far, went 3-0. It's not fun trailing at halftime, but this team is able to battle through adversity. That 98 Vikings team was really good. They went 15-1. The Dolphins team was 14-0. They won the Super Bowl, you already know. At the end of the day, this Eagles team last year was winning a lot of games at half. Now we're not, but we're still winning. And there's time to turn it around. You got to respect that. Drop the muscle emoji in the comment section if you got nothing to say. Let me know how you feel about Bryce Callahan, right? I really want to know all your thoughts on what we talked about. And also, help your boy out. Hit that like, subscribe, and when you combine that with the bell, you'll always be here with your boy. Don't forget to check out the merch, link in the description and the pinned comment section. We will be getting hoodies. By the time we get hoodies out, it's going to be summer. I've been slacking, but I know y'all been asking in my DMs for it, so we're going to get to work on that. Until next time, you know what time it is. We out.